Nate with CTS here. Today we're going to be doing a product overview and feature rundown on the Spartan Mowers RZ-HD. The RZ-HD is Spartan's top selling mower. It sits on the residential frame, but it comes standard with a lot of the features that you'll find in a commercial unit. There's four main categories that we'll cover here today. The XTF or Extreme Turf Flow deck system, powertrain, the seating and rideability of this machine, and then there's a couple other features that we'll go over that you'll want to know when looking at this unit. So the XTF deck system comes equipped on all Spartan mowers. On the RZ-HD, it's going to measure 5 inches deep, and it's available in 3 different cutting widths, 48, 54, and 61 inch. All Spartan decks are fabricated using 3/16 or 7 gauge material, and they're reinforced along the front and the back edge. So on the front edge, there's going to be a 3/8 by 1 inch band that runs along the front lower edge. And on the back, they put a 90-degree bend. The 90-degree bend adds a lot of strength. It also helps with striping as well. The sealed aluminum spindles utilized on the RZ-HD feature 2 heavy-duty ag-style bearings per spindle. The aluminum housing will help lower operating temperatures for the bearings. Because it's a seal design, they're maintenance-free, super convenient, and they're proven to last a long time as well. The baffling system and the dimensions of the deck that you're going to find on the RZ-HD are specifically designed to maximize vacuum, lift, and that suction power that you need for a good clean cut. More vacuum and more suction power will equal a more efficient cut. A cleaner cut on the first try, and it will make a big difference when it comes to striping out your lawn and making it look as good as it can be. The deck on the RZ-HD will be equipped with the vibration control system. The vibration control system basically consists of a dampening shock, a one-piece pulley, and a tensioner spring. Those components do a really good job of reducing vibration while you're mowing, and they all but eliminate what they call belt whip, which is when your belt's gonna, especially upon startup, will flex. So when you reduce belt whip, it's gonna extend the life of the drive belt, and it's gonna be a little bit smoother start for you as well. The discharge chute that Spartan uses on their deck kind of flies under the radar, but it's worth talking about. So they make it with a high quality rubber in comparison to like a lot of your plastics or steel that you'll find out there. They last a long time, they're super flexible, so they're not as prone to breaking or bending. And it's also a lot less aggressive, especially in comparison to a steel. It's not gonna mar things up quite like steel will. There are 2 different engine options for the RZ-HD for the model year 2023. There's gonna be the 25 horsepower carbureted Briggs & Stratton engine. Then also from Kawasaki, it's gonna be the carbureted FR series engines. Now when opting for a Kawasaki engine, if you go with a 48 or 54 inch mowing deck, you're gonna get the 23 horsepower FR 691V carbureted engine. If you opt for the 61 inch variant, you're gonna get the 24 horsepower FR 720V engine. Now the transmission drives used on the RZ-HD is one of the main factors that elevates it above other Spartan residential mowers, but over a lot of other residential mowers in general. Spartan equipped the RZ-HD with the Parker HTE 10cc transmissions. This is an all hydro transmission, and they're quite a bit more efficient. They actually require up to 20% less horsepower to operate than a comparable gear reduction transaxle type. So basically what that translates to is your engine won't have to work nearly as hard in normal mowing applications, but when it comes to thicker or taller grass, that saved horsepower can then be sent up to your mower deck to help maintain that 18,500 blade tip speed. A couple other things worth noting as well. They're pretty fast. You can achieve a top speed of 9 miles per hour. They're a bit more powerful. That comes into play especially when you're going up hills or inclines. When you hop on one of these mowers, they're gonna feel a little bit more responsive at the drive arms, and they also run a little bit quieter as well. When you test drive an RZ-HD, you'll notice right away how comfortable and smooth riding it is. There's a few different features that contribute to that, but we'll start off with the seating system and platform. So there's the main platform that attaches to the mower at this pivot point, and in between that and the deluxe cushioned seat is going to be Spartan's 360 plate. The 360 plate is separated from the platform by 3 neoprene rubber bushings. That allows the seat and the operator to pivot in all different directions. It takes a lot of that vibration and bouncing out of the ride. Now this deluxe cushioned seat comes standard on all RZ-HD models. It is adjustable according to your height, forward and backwards, It actually has a layer of what they call dimetral, which is, if you can picture like a trampoline type material, that's mounted inside of the seat. It does a really good job absorbing a lot of the shock and vibration you get from any mower. I do want to mention as well that Spartan offers a full suspension seat upgrade. That full suspension seat allows for up to 3 inches worth of travel up and down. It comes standard on a lot of the commercial mowers, but all of these residential units feature the same bolt pattern, and you can easily swap out these standard seats for the full suspension. A lot of customers opt for that. It is an added layer of comfort, actually a pretty big difference, especially when you go from the standard seat found on the RZ models up to that full suspension. Matter of fact, a lot of the RZ HDs we equip right away with the full suspension seat before we even put them out on the floor. That way people can compare side by side, and we can always swap it back with the original if that's something you prefer. So Spartan didn't skimp on the tires either for this machine, and that helps contribute to a comfortable ride. The front pivoting tires are going to be a larger 13 by 6.5 by 6. And on the back here, you're going to have a full 22/12 R10 radial tire. So that radial tire, of course, is going to be corded. That allows you to run at a little bit lower tire pressure, which helps out a lot with the ride. A couple other features we can touch on before we end the video. ROPS, the rollover protection system. This is a feature that comes standard on the RZ HD. This is especially important for safety if you're running it more of a commercial type application. Also, and definitely something not to be overlooked, is the fuel tank. So when you go from the RZ Pro up to the RZ HD, you upgrade fuel tank and fuel tank capacities. So with the RZ HD, you're gonna have 9.5 gallon fuel tank versus the smaller 5 gallon fuel tank found on the smaller residential units. So all Spartan mowers, including the RZ HD, can be upgraded to the full bar LED headlight. All Spartan mowers come pre-wired in the main harness with the pigtail that you'll need to easily plug that headlight in. And the headlight kit itself comes with all the hardware you need for an easy installation. You can purchase that full bar LED headlight kit through our website. I'll place a link in the description below. That brings us to the conclusion of this product overview video for the Spartan Mowers RZ HD. If we missed anything or if you have any questions, reach out to us anytime, 989-282-3650, or you can reach us through our website as well at www.ctsequip.com.